So we all know Arsenal need a striker this season. Kai Havertz isn't going to cut it, and Gabriel Jesus is out injured. Well, both are out injured. So let's go ahead and take a deep dive into what Arsenal need this summer. Right, so I've identified the striker targets. Gyökeres, Isak, Osimhen and Sesko. And there's other names floating about like Jonathan David or Hugo Ekitike. But I think these are the four main ones. I think these are the four Arsenal are heavily linked with. A lot of good names in there. We're going to dive down into the depths of, into their stats, into who I think we're going to sign. So here are the current clubs. Now, this gets very interesting, so bear with. Gyökeres is at Sporting, Isak is at Newcastle, Osimhen is at Galatasaray, he's technically at Napoli, Benjamin Sesko is at Leipzig. Now, you take that, and you're like, okay, let's look at these clubs here. Sesko would want to join Arsenal from Leipzig. Who wouldn't? Osimhen would want to join. Here is my point. All of these teams, all these players, would want to join Arsenal. If you offer a contract to them to go to Arsenal, to be their number one striker, to probably win the first ever Champions League, they would probably accept it. And you're the missing piece. You feel like you're the main man that they need. If you're from Liverpool, everyone thinks about Salah and Van Dijk, and not Trent because he's leaving. And so let's go ahead and go right down. Release clauses. Gyökeres and Osimhen. We'll get to that in a minute. That's very interesting as well, because Isak doesn't have a release clause. Sesko, I don't think, has a release clause. Here is the release clause. The release clause. Fix Gyökeres potential is £65 million. I don't know why it's dollars. It's definitely not dollars. I don't think he's American. Alexander Isak potential amount 120 million to 150 million. Quite expensive. That's 120 million pounds, not dollars. I don't know why. And you look at it, 120 million to 150 million. That is probably a team's. That's probably like if you get Isak this summer, that is probably your only signing, unless if you're Man City or something. But let's look. Victor Osimhen has a release clause as well, so keep that in mind. Like I said there, Victor Osimhen has a release clause. I think you look at this, and there's one. I won't say, but there is one option. There's one option that Arsenal need to do, and I'll reveal what I think they'll sign and what they need to sign to win the Premier League this season, or next season, sorry. Here is the Arsenal news though. Arsenal hold talks with Victor Gyökeres' agent for potential signing. Apparently he's a very big fan and friend of Mikel Arteta, and if this is true, it will be very good. Let's go over here again. Arsenal hold very strong connection with Benjamin Sesko. Of course, I'm pretty sure this is going to happen. I think if we don't buy anyone else, I think it will be Sesko. Which I'm kind of split between. Is he going to be good? Is he going to be bad? Sesko, he's quite young. I don't know. So here's my conclusion. He's potentially not available / too expensive. Newcastle, if they get into the Champions League, they probably won't want to sell him. And even if they do want to sell him, 120 million isn't. It is way too expensive. So here comes the answer. I think the striker I think Arsenal need to sign to win the Premier League is, drum roll please, Victor Gyökeres. It is, if we get Osimhen, if we get Isak, wouldn't even mind with that. I just think that Isak is way too expensive, and Osimhen, he's had a couple of injuries. So yeah, I think Gyökeres, he just, he so screams Arsenal. The celebration, it's sort of like the Gabriel. The passion, the celebration, the everything. I think he fits Arsenal a lot. Do I think he'll go there? I hope so. If the talks do well, then potentially. But I think they'll sign Sesko. Yeah. So, here's my... Let me just add this. My 1, 2, 3, 4. I think Sesko is fourth. I think we shouldn't really sign him. Third, I say Osimhen. Second is Isak. And then first is Victor Gyökeres. I think he's on fire at the moment. And 65 million release clause, that's an absolute bargain. So, come on Arsenal, please go do it. So yeah, thank you for watching. Who do you think Arsenal are going to sign this summer?